everyone, it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and I have a Laurel Denise unboxing to share with you guys. Now, this is not anything against Laurel Denise, but I have a major gripe. All these tariffs are totally messing up all of the planner stuff. So the planner companies have worked with us behind the scenes as affiliates and said, you know, we're going to get our planners on X date, or they'll start shipping on X date. Their launch will be later on. And that has just not panned out this entire planner season. I'm so incredibly frustrated that I am not able to show you guys these products before they launch on the websites. And it's just been so frustrating to, like, I had a screen grab video for my Laurel Denise offerings for you guys. And, you know, that doesn't really help you guys make that great of decisions. Of course, you can see the pictures up on the screen, but not seeing it in person, not being able to flip through it, not able to give you guys opinions, it really puts a damper on the whole thing. As somebody who loves planners, on my end of things, I want the things early so I can share them with you guys, so I can give you guys honest feedback, so I can pen test if needed. And that has not panned out this whole entire planner season. And there's another planner launch coming, and they have no idea where our affiliate stuff is. It's just stuck in customs because of all the tariff crazy stuff. And so I'm just so frustrated. And if this kind of tariff stuff continues, I'm totally opting out of planner affiliate season next year. I'm just so frustrated. I've spent hundreds of my own dollars and I'm not able to show you guys stuff until a week plus after the launch. It's incredibly frustrating because I can't give you guys great feedback. At this point, these planners have been out for like a week at this point. By the time I'm getting this video even made, I'm kind of over the whole thing at this point. I'm like, do I even want to unbox these for you guys at this point? It's just really frustrating. And it's not, again, not Laurel Denise. They have planned months and months and months leading up to this. Other companies have done the same thing, and everybody's just getting screwed over, including the planner companies. So don't hold it against them. It's not their fault, but it's just so frustrating because we want to share the planners with you guys, you know, as soon as possible, to share our opinions, to tell you guys what we think is good offerings so you guys can make really informed decisions, so we can answer questions if you have questions come up. And when we don't have the products in our hands, it's just not possible to help all that much. So yeah, totally frustrating. I do have some brand new things to share with you guys in this unboxing, but you've seen it if you've looked at any of the launch stuff. So this may convince some of you to actually grab some of these. And if you do, please use my coupon code, use my affiliate link. Definitely helps me put money back into this channel. But yeah, I'm just like, I've been waiting for these things and haven't been able to share. So I got a mini project planner, the regular size, which is called large, two smalls, one's a portrait, and then one large, and also a monthly. So I don't know which one is which of these because they're both pretty small, and I like the name small. All right, let's open to this one. Planners for the way you think. Love the packaging. I will absolutely save some of this wrap, and this is the design I got, this Pemberley Gardens. So pretty. I like this blue design as well. And so this one should be the small portrait. So yeah, it is cute. It is, I'm going to compare it to other things. I have other things here to share with you guys as well. So super cute. So we will walk through this one first. I'm most excited about this one. I also got the mini project planner. Same blue, and it's in a different design. This is the Mr. Darcy's Study, and it's more of like an eggplanty deep purple, almost like a burgundy leaning, but it still has that purple color to it, and it's this color, so they match really nicely together. On this one, it's blue, so it's like a lighter version of this dark color here. I don't think this color actually is on here, but it has something very similar. And then this one is also a Pemberley Gardens. This is the Rose Planner, and it is a project planner, and it's the large size, which is used to be standard, normal, ordinary size. Now it's called the large. Now the mini ones are now called the small. Okay, so we've got multiple things to look at. Everything has the same color scheme. Pinks, and in this case like purpley, burgundy, and there's 3 different sizes. So we're going to walk through. I already have a mini planner like this in a different format, but I wanted the project. This is also a project in a large size and also the mini portrait. So I guess let's start there. That's the one I'm most excited about. It's just so mini. Let's compare it first. We've got an A5 cover. It's a little bit bigger than an A5 cover. The pages look to be about A5 size pages. So comparable to an A5 cover. There's the inside, how it looks. They give you some QR codes, kind of like a step-by-step how to use the planner, how to set up your planner. You got a year at a glance. All your holidays are here, a little sidebar here. And then you move in. January is right on this tab, and these tabs are very thick and they're laminated on the actual tab piece. And so the way the Laurel Denise works, I assume you know kind of how these work. Generally speaking, they will show you the monthly and the weekly at the same time. So this bottom section is separate from the actual monthly, and these flip from week to week. And they don't seem as small as I was worried that they would be. I don't have a ruler handy, but let's compare it to like an A5 monthly box, which is more like a Hobonichi Cousin 1.3 inch column size box. Let's see if I can find one. It's not that much different. I want to say they're very similar sized. These probably are about 1.5 inch columns. I wonder if these are just a standard 1.5 inch column, because they do look wider than these 1.3 inch columns. So definitely very well could be. Do I have a vertical planner with me? That's a good question. Let's see. I have a grid style layout, and these monthly boxes are 1.5 inch. And I think they are right on the money. Yeah, these columns are about 1.5. So your typical 1.5 inch planner stickers will fit in this mini, which is cute, or I guess that's called the small now. The first are the mini portrait style planners, and now they're called the small scout planner. The naming system is all different. I'll throw the thing up on the screen so you can see all the different names, but the basic gist is you can see your weekly and plan it while you're looking at your monthly overview. So from week to week, you don't have to like redo your monthly. You don't have to flip back and forth. You just flip from week to week, and your monthly stays right there open. And I've used this as a content planner in the bigger size, but I like this a lot smaller size too. And I'm surprised the columns seem to be good size. Let's see, I don't have my portrait planner with me. That's the one I didn't grab, I guess. Like the one I should compare to this one. I have all my like horizontal style planners with me. Like these landscape style long ones. I don't have the actual portrait one with me, so I may have to go grab that one to compare. It's just a lot smaller. Those boxes are 2+ inches, and these ones are about 1.5 inch. And it looks like it's big enough, so I'm kind of excited. I might use this as a content planner. It's a lot more compact of a form factor, but I think it's gonna have all the room for what I need. I like that there's the boxes at the beginning of each month, so we'll go back. This is January. The boxes at the month, you can do like your 4 basic goals, or you can have one about every week for the month. You got your tasks that you can track throughout the month, and then there's extra dot grid space. So you've got dot grid here, the weeks open here, and each week there's a little bit of spacing. It says to do this week right here, but it's not dot gridded. And then when you move to the end, you have dot grid here and here. So then you just move from month to month. And then in the back, they've changed a bit of the back pages around. You get a little bit more robust of a back section here. So this last tab is your December tab right here, and then the next one says notes. And so you move into your next year, which it says 2027, which is shocking to see. I'm not ready for that. Also these sections, it says plan ahead, yearly wins, yearly lessons. You have this here at a glance type thing, so you can goal track here, you can expense track here, budgeting, you can do holidays, anniversaries, birthdays. In the case of like a fitness tracker, you can keep track of your steps or your mileage or your calories or whatever you want to keep track of there. There is room for maybe more than one thing. So you could do like, you know, your macros. You could probably put 3 different macros in there. You also have some checklist pages. How many of those do you have? Just a two-page spread here. And then you have some graph. Again, 2-page spread. And then you have dot grid, I'm guessing 2-page spread. And then your last page here is just like you're finishing off the year. It's got different sections here. Books I'm reading, things I'm listening to, happy moments, gratitude, hobbies, ways I'm moving my body, I'm excited for, and I'm hopeful for. And this could be like a currently thing. You can actually keep track of these every month because there's actually space. So if you wanted to do those 8 things every month, it'd be easy to look back here and then write your 8 things in here. All in all, really good. This is one of my favorite of the Laurel Denise planners because I actually used this one as a content planner for quite a while and really found it helpful to see my whole month at a glance and have those daily sections or weekly sections. Now, I found that it wasn't super functional because I use lots and lots of other planners, so I wasn't really keeping track very well of like all my to-do listing stuff. It was just kind of being combined with my other to-do lists and other planners and other sticky notes and things, but I did use the like monthly calendar section and I would kind of map out my week a little bit on these things, but I wasn't using it to its full benefit because, you know, I was using lots of planners. So if I was just using like one dedicated content planner and not crossing my to-do lists over different planners, just cross-referencing things, I think it would have been a lot more successful as far as like using this section. This part was successful, but the planning ahead and the keeping track of things on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis just did not work that well for me because I'm using like a daily planner and then a different weekly planner and then all sorts of other things. If you're a vertical planner, I could totally see this being super helpful for just like a one-and-done style planner. And yeah, I really like it. I like the size of this one. The other one is quite big. It's, you know, basically mostly this size but turned. So it's much, much bigger than any of my other planners. And it was a little bit cumbersome to carry it all around with me. But this one's so much smaller. It's just a little bit bigger than an A5. So I could see myself carrying this one around and using it in a more functional way and still using it as a content planner. I just really like the idea of having my whole month at a glance and then just tracking the things I need to track for each week. And then also track things here. I could write out my main ideas or goals or video ideas for the month in those sections. It would work really nicely. So I do like the size of this one. I think it's still going to be like a top runner for me as far as which one I will be drawn to. Now this is the project planner and I did like this one mostly because it has a wider section. It's the same kind of inside design because the cover is the same. You can see just a different format. We're talking portrait versus a landscape type. And so this one is the project planner. It is now called the Rose Planner. And it is the large because it's so big and it's the same kind of beginning pages. The month and week are going to look quite different in this one specifically. And I'll show you other planners that won't look quite so drastically different from this one. This one has no weekly stuff. So all those like little pages that flip back and forth where you can see from week to week, they're not in this one. It has a huge monthly, which that's why I really like this one. And then it's got 4 columns here. So this could be week 1 videos, week 2 videos, week 3 videos, or in the case of I'm doing certain series for my K-pop stuff, I could block this off into like 8 or 12 sections and it could be my series things from week to week. So all this will be like tiny pop things, all the same series. Then all this section could be pop culture pops, which would be a totally other series. And then this could be any other video. So I could plot it all out and then get it on the calendar and put all my other videos and stuff on here as well. So I like this one. It's really nice and big. Lots of planning space on this side, but there's none of those weekly pages. And because I use lots of planners, that might work way better for me because I don't need necessarily a weekly section every time, but I do need a really nice big monthly calendar and I like this whole planning space. So it's designed for projects in mind. If you're doing like house projects or organization projects, or you do a lot of project planning in your job, this could be a really nice planner. And just all the way around, it's the same thing all month long, or sorry, all year long. And then we get to the back. So there's December. And then you move into your notes section, same sort of format, plan ahead, all your 2027 dates, yearly wins, yearly lessons. This is what the year looks like here. It's a little bit different. And this one, you could totally like dot or color code if you wanted to, Whereas this one, it's more like, you know, a 1 line a day type of situation. This one's more like a big giant square. So you'd have to figure out a way to do like write really small across 2 lines or dot code, however you want to do it. I couldn't write that great in these teeny tiny squares. Here's your checklist pages. You get your graph, your dot grid, and then the last page. And this one's a column now. So really nice. I like this one. I like that it's so big, and this one is one I would totally flip. So when I need to just see the calendar, I would see that. When I need to see my planning or content ideas, I could flip over to the other side, and I would not leave it all the way open on my desk unless I'm like brainstorming. But I totally would just leave this all the way folded up on itself and just have it out like that. So I'd have this so I could see my whole month at a glance. It's nice and big. Or this, I can see whatever video I need to work on next would be on the other side. So I think all in all, great option. I haven't had one of the project planners before, so I'm excited to have this. And then I just got the small size. It's the same thing, but small. Project planner, now called the Bros. I'm not going to flip through the same old pages because they're the same. It's just a significantly smaller thing, which still, I still have some room on here I could write. Still have room on here I could write. And it's a much smaller form factor, so this one would be one I could take on the go with me if I was going to be, you know, planning a dance, potentially. It's something I'd feel more comfortable like carrying around with me because it's a lot smaller size. So those are my ideas for these. They're all just kind of potential content planners at this point. Just need a good content planner. I've been kind of floundering. And so this one is the monthly. It's just called Simple Monthly, and it's called Jane's Blush. It's just pink. And they named this one the Carmen, and already I really like it. It feels like coated cardstock, like nice and smooth, but I can feel the little bit of texture, and you can see, hopefully you guys can see, it's just a really beautiful blushy color. It says 2026 right there, but it shows some texture, and you can also feel a little bit of that texture, but it does feel like it's been coated, so if you were to like spill on the cover, I don't think it would get all stained up. Ooh, I like that too. It's the bright pink stitching on there. Hopefully you guys can see. Very pretty. Oh, all the labels are on the back. They're just gold. So we'll say things on the back. But this is just a big giant monthly. And again, like, hello, that's a great spot for content planning. I don't have any more room aside from that. I think this just mostly just goes to the end. So yeah, there's like a 2-page lined spread. There's some room in the sidebar, but really there's not a whole lot to this aside from the monthly. So let's walk through. It's your same QR codes, your same title page, the same year at a glance with the holidays and space for your own dates. And then it moves right into the calendar. And then again, at the end, there was the 2-page spread, but this one's so big, and I could see this also being a potential content planner for me. I also could use this as like a reading log or a workout where I give myself a sticker. I've told you guys I really want to get back into getting a little bit more fitness in my life, and I could totally, you know, write in my workouts, add a sticker in here and give myself a sticker like a little kid. I love stickers as sticker charts, and yeah, I could totally see myself using this. So I love it. It's nice and slim, and this is one I could just, you know, stick with my other planners or have out on my desk. Look at the middle. Ooh, so pretty. The stitching is gorgeous on this one, but it's really nice and big. Also, your holidays are on there. And I did get a Sunday start. I don't know. I think this one may also come as a Monday start, but I like Sunday start for a monthly. The ones that have weeklies, I did a Monday start. So this is a Sunday start just because there's no weekly pages on here, and I like the actual calendar to be Sunday start. But then for these, the weeklies are included in here, so you get your choice of Sunday and Monday start. And because I wanted this part Monday, the other part had to be Monday. And I like this. It's just one of those things that I'm like, so cool. I love how they thought of this, where the columns go down together. So you're looking at your Mondays for the month and your Mondays for the week all in a row. I just love that. So there is no option to be like, oh, I want a Sunday monthly, but a Monday weekly. You can change the dates yourself, but I like that it all lines up like that. So like, oh, what do I need to do for Monday? I can see what future Mondays are there. It's just cute how it lines up like that. So all in all, I'm super happy with everything. I love how everything is really cohesive. The colors work together. They're all blushy tones and very florally and beautiful. There are a couple of solids, so if you aren't into the florals or the bright, bold patterns, you totally can get something that's a little bit more muted. There's also like a green, sagey type of color as well. But I love it. I love their patterns. That's one thing that drew me to them, is just their like over the top, gorgeous, bold prints and colors. They're just totally my vibe. So I absolutely love it. Let's look at the actual horizontal style or landscape style planners. There's lots of different ones. I don't know what the names are. I just know it as the landscape planner. I have a mini and a large. And a large here. I actually have another one. I think this is an undated one. I have quite a few. So I think this is the undated, potentially. Is it? No. No, it's not. This one is dated. I don't know what I did. I ended up with way too many, but this one was a different launch. But these ones are the ones that are, you know, your classic Laurel Denise style where they flip back and forth. So, oh, this one is the undated. So you can change the dates however you want. And then this is your weekly sections, horizontal sections. And then one thing that's really nice about this too, you have your monthly, you have your weekly, and you also have room for notes too. So if you have like a monthly to-do list, it could be in either one of those sections. You also still have more room down here, habit trackers on this side. The front one is your first week. So this is where your first week starts. So this one just happens to be an undated. This is a teacher one, and it's got different sections for different classes. But I, again, thought it was really cute for content planning. Like, these are the days of the week, but I don't do a whole lot of weekend anything. So it's nice to have the 5 boxes. You know, your basic idea is you can see all your weeks and your monthly without having to flip back and forth between your monthly and your weekly. You can see both while you're planning, and it makes it really helpful. And you also still have the notes section. So I think it's a very, very innovative style planner. I'm so intrigued by it. I've been a fan of theirs for quite a while now, and I'm excited to finally have a project planner. I had a few of the ladies who I follow using their project planner, and I was like, wow, I really like that for content. So I might give this one a try for content. I also like the smaller form factor size for content. And I also like the mini portrait planner, which is now, see, I have to look at all the names, which is now called the Scout, the mini portrait, or the small portrait in this case. I just think it's a great size. It's about A5, which happens to be my jam. I really like that size. I can see this being a great size. I also have a 7x9. It's kind of Frankenplan, so it doesn't look the greatest right off the bat, but here's a 7x9 planner, and it's about, you know, about the same size, not nearly as chunky as a typical like big year or 18-month style planner, but about the same size when it's sitting on top. So you could definitely consider it about an A5 size page or a 7x9 total profile. Like, these are not flapped closed because I Frankenplanned and then I stuck this one kind of coiled back together. So I'm happy with it. I think at least one of these, possibly more of these, are going to end up in my lineup for 2026. And I could totally see me using just this big monthly as my family calendar again. I haven't used a big family monthly, and I kind of missed having it just out as a glance. I have to grab my phone or look at an iPad calendar or something, or get my laptop out to see the calendar. It's nice to just have it written down on paper, so I just have it there always and not have to like flip back and forth and try to figure out where I am as far as where my calendar is. And same with this one. Like, if I don't use this one for content, it could totally be my family monthly, just to have all of it written out so I know where to find it without having to go back and forth digitally and find things. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. I hope you guys liked it. I hope I wasn't too ranty in the beginning of the video. I'm just so frustrated having all my planners take forever to get here, so I can't make videos for you guys on time. It just stinks. It just stinks to always feel behind on the stuff. Like, the launches happen, I don't have any planners anywhere remotely close to me to be able to offer you guys any thoughts or opinions. So I hope this video was helpful. If you're still in the market for a Laurel Denise, I do have a coupon code for you guys. I will enter it right here, and it will also be in the description box for you guys, so you can grab it, copy and paste over, and I will have affiliate links to all the new goodies for you guys. I think that's it. I will have another video for you guys as soon as I get my other planner goodies from my other planner companies. But yeah, this planner launch season has been just a hot mess express, and even like things I've pre-ordered just on my own with my own money. Of course, I spent my own money on this too, but as an affiliate, you know, we get advanced pre-sale options, so that's helpful. But yeah, things I purchased with my own money, it's been painful to see some tariffs and not get my stuff in a reasonable amount of time, and hear that the companies are just delay after delay. It's just been a hot mess. So I know you guys are all in the same boat with me, but you know, as a planner content person, it just kind of stinks. It kind of stinks how everything's gone this planner season. But I am excited about my planners. I still don't have my lineup squared away. So yeah, once it gets much closer to 2026, I'll have some actual lineup stuff definitively locked down. Yeah, I hope you liked exploring these planners with me and looking at the new Laurel Denise goodness. Be sure to like and subscribe and follow me along. Let me know if you picked up anything, or if you are planning on picking up anything from the launch. Let me know in the comments down below, and I will catch you guys next time. Have a great day.